Good evening everyone, it is the SBB and I returned with another side quest edition of Nier. Whether you like it or not, we're going to be doing some side quests today. How do you feel about that? Shut up, I don't care. Today we're going to be doing side quests and that is final. So, what else do you do in the world of side quests in Nier? Well, we have to go through the stages. Stage 1 is the harvesting. We have to go and harvest all the side quests. All of them. But what better place to start than the library? Libraries should have quests. Quests hidden in ancient texts, long forgotten. Maybe in the deeply profound and arcane texts. Maybe so. It was actually a quest that I forgot to do in the last edition, but who the hell gives a fuck? It was actually really simple and a bit monotonous. We'll just have a chat with this lady here. Hey there, you mind giving me a hand with this? Accept the quest? Yes. Sure. What's up? Popola asked me to organize her bookshelves. It's kind of a big job. I'm hoping you can take care of a few of them. Here, this book goes in the second shelf off from the left on the east side of the second floor. This is actually pretty easy to figure out because, believe it or not, you don't really have to look or examine anything. The arrow just shows you where to go. That should do it, and you return the book to the shelf. Do you have anything more for me, woman? Now take this book to the third shelf from the right on the south side of the first floor.
Hey.
Yes?
Aren't you all powerful? Can't you just, use magic to zap this place into shape?
The infinite power of Grimoire Vice is not to be used for such trivial tasks.
I'm not asking for much.
You are the one so enamored with hard, honest work.
Oh, he zapped you there, Nier. He got you good burn from the book. And with that, I believe the quest is done. She only really asked you to return 2 books, which is kind of strange considering the amount of books should these poorly rendered textures show us. At least they had the decency to render in the shelves properly. But these books are tiny. Most of them are, at least.
Yo.
I'm done with the second book. Oh wow, that's a huge load off my mind. It's always nice to meet someone else who appreciates the value of a good book, you know? Anyway, here's your reward. Cha-ching! Only 500 gold, but it wasn't really a particularly daunting task. And off we go, into the world of Bloom! Even though I did say it was step 1, the harvest, I may as well have done that. There was no point to really go back there this episode. Man, that's some Bloom. Somebody mentioned how bloomy it was, and now I'm starting to realise. It's, it's kind of hard not to realise when it's being seared into your retinas. Among other things, I believe we should go and harvest the rest of the quests for this episode. But among what other things could there behold for us? There could be plenty of things. Maybe we would have to go and jack off a pit, or, excuse me, but I need some help. I have to deliver a large serving tray to the town of Seafront. Fragile Delivery Quest 2. I can do that. Where's it need to go? Oh, wonderful. Just take it to the tavern and make sure not to jump or fall over or anything. This tray is very fragile. Right, Fragile Delivery Quest, we know how to do those. We're not allowed to really roll or do anything strenuous, so let's just try and keep our hands off those buttons, shall we? Let's stop by Popola for a moment. I mean, Deviler. Fuck! Stupid twins. Oh, 2 more quests, hold on.
Hey, listen.
Hey, do you have time for a little side job? I'll make the time. What's going on? I was hoping you could go to the Airy and get an eagle egg for me. Oh ho, it sounds as if someone is brewing up another batch of medicine for that ailing relation. I sure am. You're pretty smart, Wycey. Wycey? Apparently you can find eagle eggs up in high places where the wind blows. That's what I hear anyway. You up for it? Come on, Wycey. Let's get moving. Oh, that Wycey. He seems to be dumbfounded by the prospects of having a nickname. Hey, you ever heard Devola and Popola sing? Sure, Devola sings here all the time. I ain't talking about that! I'm talking about the two of them singing here together! No, I've never seen that. They used to come here and sing all the time, and now they're so busy. Hey, you ought to get them to come back and sing for us. I'm sure we can do that. Being honest, we're probably not going to get too far on this quest this episode. It actually takes a rather hard amount of ingredients that we're better sought to gain as we're going about doing the storyline quests. Well, I suppose I am kind of curious.
Hey.
Can I ask you for a favor, Devola? You're asking me a favor? Now I've heard everything. I heard you and Popola used to sing together. I never got a chance to hear it, so... Wait, you mean you want to hear us sing? Well, Popola's been swamped lately, so I haven't sung with her in forever. But if she's up for it, I'm willing. And among other things, she still gives us other quests. Dog Astray, I don't actually want to do any of these. One quest will show up later that I want to pick up from her, because it doesn't seem to activate unless you take it from her. At least it didn't seem that way. Let me just go and take this quest over here.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you there, have you seen my Max around? Sorry, I don't know a Max. Max is my dog! He's been missing since yesterday! Oh, I see. Any idea where he went? He likes to usually run around in the northern plains. Most of the time he just comes and goes, but I haven't seen him in over 24 hours. That seems easy enough. Well, if I find him, I'll make sure to bring him back. Thank you. Is something wrong there? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just a little choked up about my dog, is all. Okay, well, try not to worry, alright? I'll do what I can.
It's not fair. She's so young. Her whole life is ahead of her.
Okay, will she give me the quest that I'm looking for now? The postman's request. That's exactly what I wanted. I've got a job from the postman in the seafront and he needs your help with a personal matter. Sounds urgent. Yep, thank you for writing that down. I know where the fucking post office is. I'm not retarded. Even though we've only really been to seafront once before. Twice, actually, now that I think about it. Huh. Well, I'll be damned. And now we make our way to the seafront. We still have plenty of more things to harvest. I'll show you how to harvest things like a champ.
Oh no, not this task again.
We'll be fine. We just need to go slow and take it easy.
I am a creature of phenomenal talents, but those are two that escape me.
They're pretty basic talents, Vice. I don't like the way the wind is blowing here. It almost gives you the impression that shades are going to show up. But in fact they don't. Just a random little dust cloud hanging out by itself. I suppose there's only so much you can say about a dust cloud.
I'm starving.
A city of this size must have some manner of eatery nearby.
I'm sure. But really, what else am I supposed to say on that? Jesus Christ, you think an entire village has some place that you can't eat? Well, if it didn't have a place where you could get some food, that'd just be fucking ridiculous. Hey buddy, have a drink. The mug will never leave you for another man.
Yo.
Hey, an old man in my village asked me to deliver this to you. Oh, wonderful! This will make my life a lot easier. Thanks so much. It's definitely less stressful when I'm delivering things that don't break. Oh well, I better guess I told that old guy that it arrived safely.
Hey.
You look pretty beat up there. What's the problem? Well, we serve a very popular dish, but I'm having trouble finding the ingredients. If we don't find some soon, my business is gonna go under. What's the dish? It's a fragrant herbal pasta with salt-crusted sardines. To make it, I need 10 medicinal herbs, 10 bags of wheat, and 10 sardines. If you can find that, I'll make it worth your while. So many quests, so little time. We should probably take this moment to review what we have, because I don't really remember that well. We have a return to shopping. We may as well pick those bounty fertilizers up while we're here. Yona's home cooking, which we picked up last episode. Just need some wheat is all. Eagle egg, we can go and pick that up later. We've successfully done that quest. Ballad of the Twins. We need to talk to Poplar on that, but we'll get to that at a later date. A dog astray. An old man, yep, gotta find his dog. And a signature dish. This is gonna take quite some fishing, let me tell you. It's gonna take a lot of fishing. No exaggeration, because of this. So you went and caught the fish, did ya? Well, since you're so insistent, I suppose I better reveal one of my fishing secrets. I wasn't insisting that you... Oh, fine, twist my arm some more, why don't ya? If you can catch 10 sardines, I'll reveal one of my most closely guarded secrets. And just like that, we have to catch about 20 fucking sardines, and it's a little bit ridiculous. But, even though there are a lot of fishing side quests in this game, and they are pretty much poorly executed in the sense of that, it doesn't tell you where you have to fish for them, or what kind of bait you have to use. It doesn't even tell you that there's a tackle vendor at all.
What's new?
This guy here. And you need lugworms to capture the fucking sardines. And because we're going to need about 20, and we're not going to catch them all, we're going to have to buy about 30 of them. We may as well just buy 35 just to be safe. It's a bit of an investment, but might as well do it while we're here. Never know when we might need them later. But as for that, we may as well pick up those fertilizers. Where are they? Fertilizers. Wait, does this person sell fertilizers? Maybe it's this guy.
Hello?
No. Fertilizers, come on, man. How about you? A map. More maps. Bounty fertilizers, much better. That quest is now complete. Among other things, we may as well buy a couple of maps. Never know when it will come in handy. And as for that, I suppose we can take a moment out in this long, dreary quest through a dying world of dolphins and seals. They're really adorable seals. Look at these seals, with their blurred-in, textured faces. I don't even know what possessed them to have to be able to, Stop that seal. That's very rude. But I don't know why Nier just has to... Well, the development team thought that you should blur textures the closer you get to them. Are they that ashamed of the level of detail in this game? And, well, we may as well take a breather for the Blue Badger fishing corner. All you gotta do is wait for that rod. Just to go boing. Boing! And again, the fishing game has not changed that much. You just pull in the opposite direction. So among things, probably in the future, I'll probably take this opportunity to talk about things that are slightly off topic. Maybe talk about some things that went on at work.
Still no
What?
fish.
Shh! You're scaring them away.
Oh, I see.
That was strange, because that's supposed to trigger when you don't catch a fish. I'm not gonna ask, to be honest. Maybe Vice just can't see the sardine. Sardine are mythical creatures in his eyes. So among other things that happened at work, is that there was this very strange situation. An absolutely exemplary situation that really bizarrely confused me. I was standing at my till facing the doorway, and while I was facing the doorway, I could see down the end of the car park, and at the very bottom of the car park was a man standing in the middle of the road. And while he was doing this, he was puffing on a cigar and had a driver's cap on him, and a big bushy mustache and leather jacket. He sounds like a right badass, and I just kept staring. And for at least a good half an hour, he just kept smoking the cigar and doing absolutely nothing. I really want to know what the purpose of this was, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. why would you stand in the middle of a car park and just smoke senselessly like that? Among other stories, what else was there? There was that one really nice old lady that I met. There was actually this one lady that was talking, you know, if a customer review, you know, decides to talk about their personal experiences about things, I'm generally a lot more likely to give them sympathy. Like, there was this one old lady that, you know, just had recently come back from the dentist, of course, and obviously, who the hell loves coming back from the dentist? Come on. Seriously? Fuck that shit. Fuck it hard. But obviously, she'd only recently just come back, and she hadn't asked anything in particular. She just asked for, you know, a drink or two. Just something to, you know, maybe have a coffee or snack on something, even though it's probably not a great idea to have it after, you know, spending some time at the dentist's. So I decided, out of my own good gesture, and I didn't really even think, I don't know why, but normally I probably wouldn't have said this, but I said, I'm sorry, but would you like a glass of ice? So, like, just a glass of ice for free, nothing off the house. And just for the sake of it, because they probably are in a lot of swelling and a lot of pain in some places. And the woman was just so grateful for the gesture that, I don't know why, it's just, the sense of sincerity that I got from her was so overwhelmingly pleasant, that I actually just, you know, I felt really chuffed that I had done something so nice for somebody. It wasn't even really generous of me, it was just the thought that hello, Bucket. Fuck's sake. It was just the fucking buckets, god damn it. I wasn't expecting that, considering how hard the fishing was, or the difficulty of the fishing. Just a moment. Let me just get back into the jive here. But it was just the sense that I had this, you know, this very nice idea to just give them something, even though it wasn't really anything of value. I mean, who the hell charges for ice, really? But, you know, it's always the... fuck's sake. I think I should move on from this story, because it seems to be attracting a lot of sop buckets. A lot of soggy buckets. Maybe it's a sign that my story isn't that interesting, but oh well. So, what else happened in the world? Just trying to think. While I was having breakfast at the restaurant, an old lady happened to sit near me. And, being honest, I don't know why it's always with old ladies, but just out of sheer curiosity, I started talking to her because she obviously well, she didn't mean to sit next to me because she thought my table was free, and so she sat at my table, well, near my table. It's kind of hard to explain. There was a table next to it, and she sat on the chair that was connected to mine, and whatever. I just asked her about her family. I thought, why not? Why not? Let's ask her about her family. I see absolutely no reason not to, and it was just kind of pleasant listening to her and her stories about her grandchildren and the successfulness of her children that makes her rather proud. It was a nice story of parenthood that really sort of warms you up to the idea of having children. Even though there are a lot of people out there that think, you know, fuck children, it's terrible. I don't want to be able to get up at 3 AM every night because some stupid pound of flesh is crying all night. Fuck that shit, man, fuck it. But being honest, there's a certain charm to fatherhood, or motherhood, should you will, of just having, I don't know why. Being honest, playing a game like Nier will probably, you know, it's the call of defense to someone that is entirely helpless. Someone that is sick and needy to your call. There's a sort of pride that you can take in that. I wouldn't call it pride, perhaps. Just there's a strength in fatherhood, and any parenthood, really, that makes you do incredible things, and it's really an experience that I believe people should experience. Well, even though I'm not a father myself, it just feels like something that I would like to believe in. The strength of fatherhood and the love of your child. It's a very beautiful image. Among other things in fishing, there's this one's giving me a little bit of hassle. No. Come on, bitch. One more time. But among other things, you can actually tell what kind of fish is coming up because the bait, well, the fishing rod that we're using actually acts in a sort of Morse code. If you count how many times it dips and the way that it dips, you can actually tell what kind of fish you're going to get. I'm sure there's a guide online that actually tells you what is what, but I'm not entirely sure. As for that, I think we spent enough time fishing. I think I'll cut out the rest for now. God damn it! Okay, I haven't caught all the sardines yet, but if you return to the fisherman and give him his fish, you will level up your fishing by some unknown technique that he tells you off screen. Hey, old-timer, I got the fish you wanted. So you did, so you did. Well then here's a piece of advice for you. 2 days later... Well, have your fishing fortunes improved? I guess, but anyone could get better if they did nothing but fish for 2 days in a row. And your fishing skill has improved, and the quest is done. Oh, hello again, I have another fishing assignment for you. Hold on, I don't think I agreed to... Well, you accepted the quest, The Fisherman's Gambit Part 2. You're so insistent, it really is too much. Well, your next task is to catch 7 blowfish. If you can do that, I'll part with another one of my invaluable lessons. We'll get to that at another point. I'm not really interested in doing the Fisherman's Gambit quests too often. Maybe once per episode. And with that, we return to fishing. See you in a bit. And with that, all of the sardines are caught. That's fantastic, but we still miss the wheat. We'll be getting to that at a later point. But now let's do the postman's quest. Oh, look at that, we're already here. Fantastic! Ah, just the man I was looking for. You need something? Yes, see, I've got a letter for the lighthouse lady, and I was hoping you could deliver it. The other postman, they really can't deal with her. She's a bit cranky. You don't say! I'd do it, but with my bad leg and all. Anyway, sorry to keep bugging you, but can you help? Well, it sounds simple enough. Yeah, alright. The lady hardly ever leaves the lighthouse, so you should start there. And thank you. We've obtained the letter, and it's time to snoop on her some more.
The nerve. How dare he boss us around?
There's nothing wrong with helping people out now and then.
That attitude is what makes you such an easy mark.
You're starting to sound like a cranky old man again, Vice.
Let's go read that letter of hers. And to be honest, I mean, you can pause the video and read it if you wish. I'll put a screenshot of it in the description, but I don't want to waste any more time reading this letter for this episode. Otherwise, we're going to be here a while. But as it seems, there seems to be a remarkable trend of "I will be there soon, please hang on" sort of theme. And it seems like this endeavour has been going on for quite a while. It only makes you wonder how genuine this man really is. Oh, you again! You look to be in pain. You took so much time delivering the mail, my illness has gotten worse. I'm lucky I'm not dead. You truly are a staggering creature. Well, since you're here, I guess I should give you a little something. Cha-ching! I think this qualifies as a lot. It's fine, just take it and go. But bring the mail quicker next time, and I want to see a smile. Is there no end to this madness? And with that, the quest is done. Easy enough. Yeah, these quests seem pretty fruitless so far. Just fetch quests, go here, go there. Nothing really too substantial so far, but hopefully it will pick up in the near future. Near future, haha, I made a pun and I didn't even know it. One of the most obvious puns made about this game for the past nearly 2 years that it's been out. Yeah, nearly 2 years, I think. And with that, we have no... Actually, no, there is one more quest we can go and pick up. But because of its substantial amount of items that they require, we'll be tackling that later on. There'll be plenty more opportunities to come back and do quests, even though we really haven't completed that much. But if we check the menu... Whoops, wrong menu. We have 15% completion. We have to be 50% done before the game is half over. I'm sure we'll go... It won't be that bad. Hopefully. Damn, I still don't have enough inventory. What's the problem? Well, I'm trying to get into the trading business, so I'm stocking up on the essentials. Is this some sort of import-export thing? You were trying to sell local products to faraway lands? Not products so much as raw materials. With every nation running out of the basics, I figure that's why it's a way to make a killing. But right now I don't have a source for materials, and it's driving me crazy. I just need to make one trade, and then I can use that money to fund an expedition, and then I'll be set for life. But now I don't have anything to trade. It's a real whatchamacallit, a conundrum. We accept the quests, and yes, we can get the materials for you. Seriously, that would save my bacon. What do you need? It's a pretty big list, so you might want to write it down on that floating notebook of yours. Okay, let's see. 10 bottles of wood, 5 lumps of natural rubber, and 10 goat hides. Those aren't very common. I hope you aren't in a hurry. Take your time, that'll give me time to set up shops and fill out forms and the like, and Jesus Christ, that's a lot of fucking quests. So many fucking quests, so little time. Jesus Christ. I'm probably gonna have to split this into either 2 parts, or I'll come back to it at a later point. Being honest, coming back to it at a later point would be a better idea. That can only be said so much for the game. Oh. But with nothing left to do in Seafront, let's do a little bit of fast tracking, shall we? Well, we return to Nier's house, but for what? Well, only one thing. Lots of wheat. Wheat, wheat, wheat. It's because 2 of our quests require that we have wheat, and I managed to make some beforehand. I knew it was coming, and I desired to get some easily, so that we may complete our quests in record time. Being entirely honest, we have far too much wheat. The most we need is 11, and we're easily going to have about 50. Yep, that's a lot of wheat. Despite what they say, it seems that the lands in Nier aren't quite as infertile or destroyed as they make it sound. But I think we'll wrap up this episode with a little quest that might have been on people's minds. Yona's home cooking.
Yo.
I got your ingredients, Yona. Thanks, Dad. Hold on. I'm gonna start cooking right away. Yona, wait. Remind her not to burn it, or remind her to cut the meat into small pieces. I think we should remind her not to burn it. Or should we... Come on, I wouldn't forget something like that. The ingredients are recognizable, but... Oh gods, this meat looks almost raw! Dad, aren't you hungry? I sure am, Yona. And oh boy, it smells delicious. This tastes like the floor of a cave. I think I'm gonna be sick. But the quest is complete. And Nier completes his job as a great dad.
Safe, Dad. I'll even drink that medicine Popola made. Even though it's really gross. Just...
Oh, this has been a long old episode, and we didn't really get a great deal done. We actually have a fair few quests to get through. But we'll get onto those at a later point. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next episode of Nier Gestalt. Take care. Or take care, should I say.